Come one, come all, for the quietest start menu screen I've perhaps ever encountered in my 3 years of live streaming. Wow, it's really quiet. I can hear the blood rushing through my eardrums. Wow, it's really quiet. There's no audio here whatsoever. Wouldn't mind a little bit of music. Just a little ambiance, you know? Wouldn't be so bad. Make sure you can at least hear me then.
Wouldn't be so bad.
Yeah, I suspect you can hear me quite fine. Quite sufficiently. Well, shucks. Okay, I always come in here and say, like, I'm going to do, like, a brief intro, but not too much. And then I talk for 20 minutes, but I feel very awkward sitting here in complete silence. So it probably will be a pretty brief intro. Wet my whistle here, because I don't know if you can hear. This frog's a little croaked up. Lost my voice a little bit. I actually didn't realize that until about an hour ago, because I guess I've been having kind of a quiet day. But I screamed a lot last night on some roller coasters. I'm in day 2 of a 4-day weekend. Yeah. It's my stepson's birthday tomorrow. And so I took him and a buddy of his to Cedar Point last night for a little early celebration for Halloween, which is naturally, to no one's surprise, my favorite time to go to Cedar Point. They do a really good job of decorating the park. They've got all sorts of things going on, family-friendly Halloween stuff, but then also, once the sun goes down, they kick it into, like, true spooky mode. They, like, an entire section of the park, they fill it up with fog and have, scare performers in the streets, and they jump out and scare you, and there's all sorts of haunted houses and mazes and stuff you can go through. But I took them last night. And it was a good time. We rode a lot of roller coasters, and that's why my voice is a little hoarse right now. I screamed a lot, but we had a great time. As a matter of fact, you would think Thursday could be like a disadvantageous for Cedar Point, because they actually only open at 6 o'clock in the evening, so you don't have all day. But I figured if we went on a Thursday, it'd be less busy, and oh my god, it was so much less busy. We got in like right when it opened and rode 2 roller coasters like within the first 30 minutes. We went on the Gatekeeper and the Raptor, which usually have at least hour waits on their own, if not more. So it was a whole different experience. I've never seen the park less busy than this. We only had to wait a special amount for like 2 rides, which was the Siren's Curse and the Gatekeeper. Otherwise, we were like in line for 15, 20 minutes tops, which is great. I think we rode more rides in the like 4 or 5 hours we were there last night than we did in total. And we went in the summer and we were there like all day. It was awesome. I think we might need to make Thursday night Halloween Cedar Point an annual occurrence, because it was great. I had a blast. They had a blast. We didn't do any haunted house stuff, unfortunately, because I told them too. I was like, look, this is your show. I'm just along for the ride. This is for your birthday. We'll just do what you want to do. But I did once in a while go like, well, if you guys want to go in a haunted house, like, I wouldn't say no, just letting you know, just throwing it out there. But they didn't take the bait. They didn't bite. They were more interested in the roller coasters, which was fine. I'm not like really a haunted house guy. Like, it's not my thing. I don't like make a point to go to them, I just never really, even as a horror guy, just never really been my thing. But I enjoy them fine. I just figured while we were there, I was like, may as well do 1 or 2 while we're here. But no, they're more into the rides, and that was fine. We rode a ton. It was fun. Wait times were not egregious. The only trade-off was that it was cold, and we were maybe not quite dressed warm enough. As long as we were moving around, which, because we weren't standing around waiting all that much, we were moving quite frequently. We stayed pretty warm. So it wasn't too bad. I think it was a good trade-off. What's going on, Dilly Tods? Big Tods in the chat. Hope you're feeling better. I know you missed out on your Wednesday stream. I was sorry to see it, but it sounded like you needed it. I hope you got some rest and are feeling better tonight. Perhaps well enough to go up and do some spooky fishing tomorrow. Maybe, maybe not. Just as long as you're taking care of yourself, that's all that matters. Oh, you're quite sickly. Well, fuck, that's the complete opposite of what I was hoping you'd say. Sorry to hear that. That's pretty common this time of year. I'm almost always good to get one kind of cold or something or other in the fall. I'm hoping I can avoid that tradition this year. Um, but it was cool. We had a good time. We didn't stay as late as we could have either. I was like, we can stay till 12 because it closed at 12. I was like, we can stay at 12. I don't care. That means we probably won't get home until like 2 or 3 in the morning. But this is your guys' operation. You want to stay till close? I'm in. I'm game. I got Nalani in the car. I'm ready to drive us all the way home in the middle of the night. I don't care. But they were getting cold and tired, and they wanted to bail about 10:30, 11 o'clock. And I'm just like, man, we're always going to be beholden to like the cyclical generation judgment of like kids these days, because I was sitting there like, man, at their age, and my memory could be incorrect, but at their age, I just feel looking back, there's no shot I would have been advocating to leave someplace like Cedar Point early. If my parents were like, you can stay till 12, I'd be like, we're staying till 12:01. You know what I mean? I don't care if I'm tired or cold. Let's do it. But they were tired and cold. I was like, all right, well, I'm not going to be the only one arguing to stay here till close. And it probably was for the best because we got out real easily. If we had left when the park closed, we probably would have been stuck in the parking lot for an hour. So it worked out. Got home about 1 o'clock. We let him take today off school as well because we're like, you're getting home late. You're going to probably be up till at least 2 anyway. We were not going to make you go to school. He's a great student, smart kid. So he got to miss school today as well. So he's making out like a bandit this birthday. Jones is creeping around down here. All right. I told you, Jones, I'm not a haunted house person. So you can just cut it out. Okay? Stop making commotion over there. This is a crazily quiet start menu, so they'll hear everything you're doing over there, Big J. I'm sorry you're not doing well, Dilly Tots. Hope you get some more rest. Maybe a little NyQuil in your system, perhaps, if that sounds like a good remedy for what you're feeling. I think I have a new favorite ride. I mentioned it, the Siren's Curse. This ride was cool, man. We didn't ride it in the summer because the wait was always like 2+ hours. And it's tough to like decide that you're going to spend that much of your day standing around. It's a part of the experience at any amusement park, but we didn't do that last time because the wait just seemed too much. But this time it was 70 minutes. And I told them, I was like, hey guys, look, this might be the shortest wait you see for this thing for years. Like, I'm in, let's do it. And they were down. This ride was so cool, man. Like 10 out of 10 presentation. I never really seen them commit to it like this with any of their rides. Usually it's like, yeah, the ride will have a cool name and maybe like some decals on the car, or it's shaped a certain way and have a consistent color scheme, but that's about it. This ride was called Siren's Curse, and they had all these moats built around the tracks, which I don't know if this was a Halloween's exclusive thing, but they had all this fog getting pumped in and like rolling up off the water, which they would just have throughout the park anyway. So I don't know if it was like specific to that thing or they always do it. Very cool to ride at night because like as you get closer to the station, they have like this black light graffiti on it that says like cover your ears, don't listen, because it's siren themed. And like as you're going through the line, there's like this ominous sort of angelic chorus you're hearing while you're waiting in line. So it's very cool, especially at nighttime. It's very cool and atmospheric, and the way they just committed to the entire thing. And then when you got on it, so they make you get rid of all your stuff. You can't bring anything on it. Which, me personally, I was prepared for that. It's my first rodeo, right? So like I got the zip up pockets, I got my phone wallet keys in there. They're not falling out. I'm ready for anything. And so I was a little annoyed that they still made me take all that stuff out and put it in a locker. And they had metal detectors. I was like, what's going on? I was like, is there some sort of like crazy magnet in this ride or something like that? Because gonna have it like pulling people's like piercings out of their skin or something. Like what's going on here? So they make you take everything out of your pockets and put them in a locker, and then like you get on it, right? And so the first thing is an immediate ascent up to the top of this hill, which is not uncommon in a coaster, right? First, usually a lot of them have a big first drop, but this one you go up, 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 and then you plank at the top, right? You go horizontal, and you just kind of roll there, and then you lock in to this platform, right? So you're sitting there and you're hearing the sirens singing and stuff, and you're just kind of sitting there, and then the platform goes with you locked in, the whole car locked into it. It goes, and you're at a 90-degree angle, just looking straight down. You're strapped in, but it's just a straight drop down, right? And you're set. I mean, I don't know how long we were there. It felt like a while. I won't lie to you. I was like, I'm freaking out. It's like, this is terrifying to be just like dangling there like that. You got the harness and stuff. You're secure, but gravity still has you kind of like slumped up on that harness. Like all your weight is on top of what's keeping you strapped in. And like, so you're just kind of dangling there in the car. Doesn't feel great. That part I was like, I was freaking out a little bit. I'm like way past being scared of heights and coasters, but that part I was like, oh. And then here was one of the coolest things to me, because we were standing in that line for like over an hour, and we didn't hear any of this, which I guess there must have been like speakers in the car, and so like I'd imagine the speakers were maybe like, pointed at us and kind of coming like converging on where we were sitting, because we didn't hear any of this in the line. And then like this voice starts talking to us. It's like, you've answered the siren's song, and now you'll face your doom. And then like as soon as she says doom, it drops you naturally, right? Lets you out of the platform. Poof, 90-degree drop. But then here was one of the coolest things. Is it starts playing this like super heavy metalcore ass Meshuggah song. Not literally Meshuggah. It sounded like Mick Gordon's like Doom music. It's like heavy as hell. And again, didn't hear any of this while we were waiting. And like naturally, it's not like the cars were resting by us. They were zipping past us. But didn't hear any of that while waiting. So I was like so surprised by this super heavy metal playing as we're just like blasting down this coaster. Dead of night, so like everything's lit up in this like ominous kind of green, and you're blasting through the fog, and there's a part where you go underground and you're like right off the water, so you're like feeling the mist of it hit you in the face. I thought this was so cool. I've never known them to incorporate music into a coaster like that, and I was like headbanging while riding a roller coaster. It was such a cool, distinct experience. If the wait wasn't so long, I would have totally been like, let's go back on. But even if I was going to be like barfy terrified at the first part, I would totally do that again. I'm hoping by next year, when we likely go back, the wait will maybe be diminished a bit, because that might be a new favorite. Millennium Force is historically my favorite, which was closed all day yesterday. The fuck's going on there? I don't know what's going on with Cedar Point actually, because I don't remember. Maybe I just wasn't paying attention, but I don't remember growing up going there frequently. Rides being closed all day. Millennium Force was closed all day yesterday, and it's one of their most popular rides. In the summer, the Raptor was closed all day, which is also a very popular ride. Raptor was open this time, thankfully, but no Millennium Force, kind of a bummer. And there was like Corkscrew was closed all day. Like I was looking at the app, and there was just so many rides closed all day. I'm like, man, if that really added up, you could really kind of have a bummer time here at Cedar Point if you show up and like nothing you like is open. The hell, what's going on there? What's wrong with the kids these days? It's not their fault, but what's wrong with them? I don't know. I don't know if they're like if they're losing money over there, or they can't like keep staff, like they got to close rides because they don't have people to attend to them. But I would think if Millennium Force, if you were going to keep one open, you keep that one open. I don't know. Maybe not. What do I know? I truly know nothing about this subject, but it's kind of disappointing when you have like a great ride closed all day when you've made the 2-hour drive for us to get there and spend your day there. But regardless, we had a great time. It was awesome. I had a blast. They had a blast. His buddy had like never been on a roller coaster before, so I give him a lot of credit. He was like not hesitant or scared, or it was like funny to get his reactions coming off of them. Because he'd be like, you could see he was kind of shook, but like in a fun way, in a positive way. If I in his position, I'm pretty sure at his age, I would have been such a scaredy cat. I mean, he truly went from 0 to 10. Never been on a ride before. Here are some of the fastest, biggest rides in the entire world. So credit to him. Even if he was a little bit of a wet blanket later in the night when he was cold and tired and wanted to go home. That's why I was like, come on, man. Let's hang out all night. But it was good. So I took yesterday off, and I took today off too for the same reason. I was like, I'm gonna get if I go to work today, I'm gonna get 3 hours of sleep, and it'll be totally miserable. And I got time saved up. Let me just let me just do a solid for myself and not go to work today. So I didn't. And now we're on to the actual weekend. Now we're on to the Friday bonus stream. And I thought to make up for missing stream last night, I would play a little one-off something today, which brings us to this game and this very quiet menu screen, which is the Cabin Factory. This game had like a pretty good little trendy run on PC earlier this year, but it recently got released on consoles, and it was like really cheap. I usually don't just buy a game immediately when it releases. I usually wait to see if it goes on sale, unless it's something like new that I'm really looking forward to, like Silent Hill F or Little Nightmares 3. Just give some recent examples. But this came out, it was $2.99 on release, which was so cheap that I was like, I feel like that's not the right price. Let me go ahead and buy $2.99. I've seen people play this in the past, so I have a little bit of familiarity with what we're getting into. I figured it could make for a fun one-off stream, especially as the month of October is winding down. I'm so sorry to see that. I'm so bummed. I feel like it just became October. I feel like I've had so little time to really like beyond the stream. Like I've had so little time to really appreciate the season. So I thought I'd take advantage of a little free time this evening to do this since I wasn't live last night. Also to reiterate the point, because I posted plenty about it, but I've not actually said it while live. I'm not going to be live this Sunday as planned. Halloween Riot is not happening this Sunday. It's just too busy of a day. It's becoming too busy and complicated of a day. I just want to call it now and not like an hour before I'm planning to go live, especially because there might be people looking to do promos and get on commentary. I just want to make sure. It's a shame too, especially this one because I was so excited for it. I feel worse about postponing a wrestling stream, but we're just moving it a little bit ahead. We're just going on the 28th. It's a Tuesday. So I will be live on Tuesday the 28th for Halloween Riot 3. Cards staying the same. We're just doing it on a different day. I might also be live on Monday. Right now, the thing is, I'm trying to weigh my options. I think I'll be able to go live on the 30th, which is next Thursday. So I'm kind of trying to cook maybe one last surprise thing for that day, which means Monday I'll probably do the Dream special. If I can't get that special Thursday thing put together in time, then maybe I'll just do the Dream special then, day before Halloween. Not a bad time to do it. But just so you know, there's one last little thing I'm trying to put together before the month's over. And then Halloween Riot is on Tuesday. So now we're going to play the Cabin Factory. This is an anomaly hunting horror game, which is not our first anomaly hunting horror game of the season. We played Captured a few weeks ago, which I thought was pretty scary and pretty fun. Unfortunately, it was terribly optimized for PS5, and it made my console overheat twice in a span of like 3 hours. And that's the only 2 times this console's ever overheated. It's like perfectly clean inside. And so I can't recommend it less, unfortunately. I hope this game is optimized better. Been sitting on the menu screen long enough, so hopefully we can trust that this one's not going to try to brick our console. Captured was a truly cursed game. How spooky. This is the Cabin Factory, and instead of telling you what it's about, how it works, let's just get started, eh? And this is potentially a pretty short game. I only plan to be live for like an hour and a half maybe.
Welcome to the Cabin Factory Corporation.
That feels so loud after that
At
menu
the Cabin
screen.
Factory, we pride ourselves in creating the best hyper-realistic horror cabins for the movie and theme park industries. Starting
Cedar
today,
Point.
you will be one of our cabin inspectors. Congratulations. Due to a recent legal dispute that falsely claims some of our cabins are haunted, it's now mandatory to inspect every cabin to ensure the safety of all users. It's important to highlight this claim is untrue and that we have had 0 cases of serious anomalies proven to be the corporation's fault. We're positive you will carry out these inspections thoroughly and professionally. From the whole Cabin Factory Corporation family, have a wonderful first day as a cabin inspector. By entering this elevator, you have accepted all the terms of your contract, which may be updated without notice.
I was wishing I could crouch and or jump. I was having fun with the mirror. First thing I want to say, kind of interesting and neat, play as an old lady. You know, not for nothing, not a lot of games you play as an old lady. And our name's Greta. This is us. We're fantastic. And, we unfortunately maybe made some reckless decisions in our young adult life and don't have enough to retire, and now we have to come work for the Cabin Factory. We got to make sure all these cabins are safe to send to Cedar Point. You know what's fair? I didn't see a haunted cabin last night, as far as I could tell. I didn't notice it. They had like haunted corn mazes, a haunted circus, haunted swamp. Didn't see a cabin, so that's what they're lacking. We're gonna make it happen. So it's kind of a bizarre concept. These are cabins made to appear that they are haunted for theme parks and such. But sometimes they are actually haunted, and so it's our job to make sure that they are not actually haunted by inspecting them. Inspect the whole cabin. If haunted, turn back immediately and press danger. If safe, press clear. Any movement means the cabin is haunted. If nothing moves, it's not haunted. So this is what's a little different about this, is the cabins, I think, are roughly coming in as the same, but they are not all identical. So even if we notice things that are different, they may still not be actually haunted. It's movement we want to keep an eye out for, and we can run. Great. I wonder if this is this game was inspired at all. There's like this, well, I was gonna say famous image. I don't know if it's famous, but there's like this really compelling image of some government facility where they are holding the Unabomber's shack. Like they have the whole shack. I don't know why they took the whole shack, but they have it in a facility somewhere. Maybe they don't have it anymore. But it's got this like real sort of SCP, like Alan Wake control kind of atmosphere to it, because it's like this very white fluorescent empty warehouse, and then there's just this wooden shack in the middle of it, and it's got this weird kind of, I guess, anomalous quality to it. You gotta confiscate a shack. It's so true. They're like, we don't have time to come out here and look at this shack. Just scoop it up and bring it home. We'll take a look at it there. It's a weird photo. Look it up. I know what, tonight I'm going to look up why they took the whole shack. It got very dark. Hopefully not too dark. It's pretty dark here. Maybe that's the point. So I don't know if like Control, it's not Control. Never played Control. Captured is the game I was trying to think of. We got to play Control. That's on our list. Big time. I don't know if, like Captured, it's worth me going through here and observing. I mean, this is probably our first default. Everything's fine, shack, right? So this is us getting an idea of what we're looking at, what to expect, what a normal one looks like. I don't know if we really should be like, okay, there's 2 pieces of bread, and he's got an apple in some sort of croissant. Like, is it worth memorizing that? Because if we're just looking for, like, movement. Is there going to be some sort of toilet summoning circle? Okay, we come up here. Scary boy, like guy's head. Foggy? Watching TV. Got Foggy in the big chair. This dude runs the house. Look at this. He's got this kid, head under a blanket. Froggy got the chair. He's watching TV. This fire movement count? I'm going to say no. Though this fire do be moving. Got the ambiance of the wind blowing through. And that seems to be the whole cabin. This door doesn't open. Lantern. Teddy bear in this chair. So, like, if I come in here and Teddy bear's not in this chair, but otherwise I'm not alarmed, that I should not deny the chair or the cabin based on that. And then we have you. Are your eyes gonna follow me? That painting's definitely gonna change. Okay, we'll say it's clear. And naturally, we wanna try to defeat this game tonight. We want to get 8 in a row. Clear. Great, and it tells us. Okay. You better get in bed, Dilly Tods. Let me tell you, I'm sure you know this, but when you are feeling unwell, you gotta sleep that shit off, my friend. Get comfy, NyQuil, get real warm, cozy in bed. You keep the stream on if you want. Maybe I can soothe you. I can send you on your way. Put on a little music, podcast, something to kind of, distract your brain. A little eye mask action if you got it. Like, really just put yourself to sleep for the night. It can make a world of difference in the morning. If you got any sort of airborne, Zycam, anything to kind of fight off the cold, load your body up with it. Suck it down, snort it up, boof it if you must. Get that shit in your system. What do you think, guy? Surely they wouldn't give us just 2 okay cabins right off the bat, right? Foggy. Boy with blanket. TV. You're still sitting down. Uh-huh. Is this too dark? Gamma? Will the gamma make it brighter? No. That's a little better, right? I know it needs to be dark, but I don't want you to be able to not be able to see anything. I'm giving it a clear. No? Oh man, should I be memorizing all the minor details? I didn't see anything moving in there. It looked fine to you? Okay, well hopefully it looks even finer. Oh.
The brutal fire that burned a family alive took place in an isolated cabin in the woods. 2 bodies were found calcinated on Sunday evening after 3 hikers noticed a huge column of smoke and immediately called 911.
What is this, proto
When emergency
PT?
crews arrived just minutes later, the flames were still burning. According to our sources, a family of 4 lived in the cabin, a mother, a father, and their 2 children. The police confirmed the bodies found on the scene belonged to the parents. The 2 children, a 10-year-old little girl and her 6-year-old brother, have not yet been found in the surrounding areas. The chief of the fire department announced the search operation will continue and said she has hopes of finding them alive. It is still unclear how the parents got trapped inside their own cabin, but the police have found clues that may indicate the fire was intentional. A criminal investigation is ongoing.
Okay, well there was not a radio broadcast happening before, but that does not mean movement. And in fact, maybe you'd want to have something like that playing if somebody's coming in here to get spooked at Halloween's. Don't touch that dial now. Okay.
Alive took place in an isolated cabin.
That is so
woods.
PT.
2 bodies were found calcinated on Sunday evening after 3 hikers noticed...
Clear. We like that one. That's a good one. So you can't fall for the, artificial spookiness. You gotta have a little decaf. Alright, well maybe have some hot tea as well. You got sleepy time tea? I highly recommend that. They got this one-piece hat over here. What do we think about that? What the hell's this? Hello? That's me? Oh no, red's me. Oh. What? That red's me. Is there like a ghost? What is this? Am I in danger? There's green over there. Does this mean movement? It looked like there was a child here. No? Child ghost? I'm leaving. The fuck? What do you mean? No, it's not clear. That was bizarre. I mean, I didn't see movement, but there seemed to be implied invisible movement. That was weird. What was that thing? It's like a 3D map. Yeah, the thing on the table was moving. That was strange. Was this here before? What do you think? Hello? Fire? You're not... Oh, door open. Sir, door open? I wonder if I should, like, take a closer look at him, you know? Is he, like, subtly moving? Door open. That's not normal. Foggy? Oh! Shit's haunted, bro. Shit's haunted. Yeah. Big 3. Look at this. We're so good at this. It's gonna be the shortest playthrough we've ever done. I was tricky because I didn't know. I was like, well, maybe the door being open is normal in this version of the cabin. Although I guess it shouldn't be normal for any of these cabins to have like a basement. That seems spatially impossible, right? Right? Was this bed always here? There's something weird happening over here. The cat. Well, I guess maybe it's not clipping. There's just like a... Oh, no. I guess that's not a glitch. I guess there's just gaps between the wood. And I'm seeing the warehouse outside. What are you doing? Yeah, I don't think the bed was there either, but if I'm understanding correctly, and I may not be, it's not a problem for there to be different things in the cabin, right? Froggy? If the Froggy's ever not there, I'm still gonna be concerned. Okay, I'm gonna say this one's okay to ship. What? What? But I said the basement was spatially impossible. That don't make no sense. You just gonna ship this off? Oh. No, yeah, I think we should... What kind of secret code is this? 3 + 2 = 5? What does it mean? Broth, rice, chicken, potatoes. That's a horror game, video game, food menu right there. Greta! That's true, I am Greta. Wow, you guys put my name in all of these cabins? People all around the world are gonna read... Oh. I'm gonna give this city an enema. Wait till you get a load of me. What's at that grin? Okay, should I just run? You stay there? Oh, hey. I'm little Greta. You better brush your teeth. We got the toothy go. Oh.
What do you think you'll find outside? Absolutely nothing.
Have I...
You want to leave, Greta? That's totally fine. But your brother will stay here. And he will not be happy when he hears you abandoned him.
That's neat.
Leave and abandon your poor mother.
Are you making me confront the psychological torment of my past? Oh, this one's haunted. This one's haunted. Don't ship it. Don't ship it. They're like, damn it, no, that was a good one. That was part of our new ultra scare experience. For a second there, I thought I'd been duped and it was gonna like completely go off this gameplay loop and do something else and become a different game altogether. These were definitely not here before. Bear, bed, Granny. Welcome to my new retail chain, Bear Bed and Granny. Cake. Blankies and towels. What do you think, shitlord? Still enjoying your apple and croissant? Two breads? Are you staying still, buddy? Blanket boy. Foggy. TV. What time did you all exist? Well, I guess maybe you didn't exist. I don't know. Is this actually based on a real thing that happened in the universe of the game? Because I don't know. I feel like living in like a log cabin in the middle of the wilderness, but you got a TV with a remote. You got a froggy. You're not completely isolated from the spoils of lavish contemporary society, right? Yeah, I think you could send this one out. This one could go to SeaWorld or whatever. Clear. What? What was it? Also, can I say, why are you having me go through the ritual of this? If I hit this button, you go, nope, that one was bad. If you already know it was bad, why are you sending Greta in here? What did I fuck up with that one? Do I have to be more diligent? Is there more than just movement? Things up top. Radio, chair. Bear. Bed. Granny. They aren't testing the cabins, they're testing the Greta. Okay, we got this move. I mean, this is moving! But I think that's fine, right? You sure you're not moving? What am I missing? Child's here. TV. Froggy. I'm always ready for there to be something else when I come back, like that little girl. I'm gonna send it! I'm gonna full send it! Here it comes. Out you go. I feel like I already see something peculiar from out here. Get the hat. Oh, monkey? I didn't. Okay, these gloves are new. Monkey. Large animals. Many large stuffed animals. But are they moving? I would say potentially maybe not the best props for this kind of thing. They may make it a bit distracting when you put on the radio broadcast about the children burning their house to the ground and running away. I don't know unless you're saying into this to like, oh, big Foggy. Oh, wait, I don't like that. They were not like that. That's movement. That's movement. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse, monkey moved. Monkey moved. Monkey moved. Okay, don't send this. Send it straight to hell. Oh, okay. So, it's not just like true, like real-time movement I have to look out for. The things... If I could turn around and come back, and then objects could have moved, and that would count, maybe, is what those stuffed animals have made me realize. So we got to be a little more mindful on the way out. Lantern, hat, gloves, got bags of feed, bag hanging up there, got some baskets, bear in the chair, bed over there, granny everywhere. Granny everywhere. We got a radio and a little furnace and it's burning so bright. Papa's eating apple baguette. No, croissant, not baguette. 2 bread. Coffee mug themed after... What's it say? Nothing? We got a TV and a blanket boy. Oh! Get out, get out, get out, get out, get out, get out. It says leave immediately when you notice movement. Papa watching. Papa watching. Burn that one. Reduce it to scraps. Salt the earth. I'm watching from out here. Hey, I'm watching. What's going on in here, huh? Huh? Gotta be a little more patient. Hat, gloves, bags, things. Sack over there. Lady. Hey, lady! Cabinet. Definitely waiting for more visible movement from that lady in the painting. But I haven't seen that yet. Maybe it's too obvious. What do you think, big boy? You gonna stay put this time, or you got something you need to say? Okay, Froggy, don't move, right? You've been real quiet. You've been real stationary. What's that? Nothing. Okay, you're fine. You got your mug and your meal and your two breads, and you're sitting at the table. Lady's not in the painting. Lady's not in the painting. Lady got out of the painting. Lady got out of the painting. Lady got out of the painting. Turn it off. Send it away. It happened. It was a little more scarier than I thought it was. So it seems like you can die, by the way. We've had a couple moments of frightened anxiety. I think we can get eaten by a cabin ghost. What else do you do in this place, huh? Alright, number 5. Gotta get 8 to beat the whole game. If we do get 8 in a row, like, really fast, I'll just do it again, you know. Just for the sake of maybe seeing more anomalies. Because some of these are pretty amusing. Which is something I would have loved to have done with Captured. Oh, no lady in painting, but I don't know if that's a problem. I don't know if that's a problem yet. That might be normal. I think she's at the table. This is pretty. This wasn't here before, right? 2 steins. Pretty flowers. You're having a meal? With Papa? Oh, you have many breads. You guys staying still? Oh, he got upgraded. Because you have his apple and a bread, and he's got, like... Actually, I'm pretty sure he's eating pizza. I thought it was, like, sausages at first, but I think those are pizza crusts, and that's what's left of a slice. Papa, where'd you get pizza in this place? And you don't eat your crusts? Oh! Well, that might be normal, too. They're, like, looking over at her. Right? Little bread thief. She stole bread. And he's up here. And Frog's up here. And he's got a bread. They're still looking in the same direction. Right? Did you move? I don't think you guys move. See, that's tricky. Okay. I'm gonna... Did you move? No, you were always looking over there, right? Complaining about having to eat the crust. I'm gonna send this one. You think it counts as danger? I don't think it does. I think that's the normal... In theory, that's normal for this version of the cabin, as long as nothing changes while I'm in there. So I'm going to say send it. And I am huge right. I am the boss of applesauce with that one. Big, big right. Super right. Alright, let's take a peek out here. For any immediate abnormalities. Lantern. Get your things. You shut up back there. Maybe this was always here. I was too distracted by the scary lady to notice this cute little cloth and these steins. 2 breads? A 2 breads kind of day, huh? This one looks pretty good so far. You're not moving. Right? Nobody on the stairs, correct. Door closed. Lady still in painting. Nobody's obstructing my exit. Okay, bye. Ship it. Come on. Oh, that hurts. Oh, come on. What? Gotta start all over. Okay. Oh, I would love to know what I missed. I would love to know what was not apparent to me in there. Well, that's concerning. I've been looking for that window. I had a feeling. What's your deal? Do you count? Because you're outside the cabin. You're not in the cabin, so I don't know if you're part of the attraction or not. Up in the rafters? Yeah, maybe I should be doing a better job of looking up here. Now that said, if you stay put, Papa... you may not necessarily be an anomaly. If that's where you go. Are you still there? Okay. If you're not there when I come back, I'm going to be really angry. Y'all are staying put. Okay, he's still there. I'm going to say this one's ready. This one's ready for service. And it is. Great. Off you go. Next up. Look, I'm not perfect, right? It's my first day. Nobody's even training me. No one's supervising me. I'm going to let an actual haunted cabin... That's movement. He's moving. The button gone. Why button gone? Why button gone? Ah! Why is the button gone? Get away from me! What the fuck? You're not going to Cedar Point. Get away from me! Oh, it was all a dream. What's that? What do you got over there? Child, what is that? I should probably send this one out, huh? What do you have? Are we still in the same cabin? I think we're gonna say no to this one, eh? Sorry. This one sucks. I hate that one. That felt like a violation of the rules to not have the buttons there. Dang, if I didn't run up there, I guess he would have killed me, huh? I almost didn't know what to do with myself in that scenario. My other thought would have been to run into the cabin. Well, I didn't do that. I guess I kind of did in an abstract sort of way. Okay, that's there. We got this, and this is on top of it. Anything up top of note? Or anything different? You're staying put for the time being. Oh, wait a minute. Sup? Oh. Froggy not. Oh! The kid was making a scary smile at me. And the reflection of the TV was doing that when I got up there. The fuck out of here. Into the furnace. Okay, looks pretty good in here so far. How do you guys routinely build haunted, like real haunted cabins? I'm not going to pretend to like know the rules of this kind of thing. But I just always think of a haunting, you know, a theoretical haunting as being kind of a very personal, individual, specific phenomenon of like, if you know, and not to say that I really put any stock in this kind of thing, but just from my very outside layman, that's me. That's me. I don't care if I'm moving. I should not be in there. There should not be a Greta in there. I did not consent to have my likeness shipped off across the country for amusement parks. I just think it, you know, usually it's like very personal and individualistic. Like, oh, she died here, or she lived here, and, you know, it was the site of a great tragedy. It's like, how you guys just building stuff, like, on the line, and oops, we put a ghost in it. Oops. You know, maybe you should be more careful on the line there. Kojima would love to know how you get a ghost in a cabin. I do think Kojima may create something deeply apocalyptic one day that might spell a disaster for our whole species if he somehow digitizes a ghost and sit like that damn Anomaly game a few weeks ago overheated my console. You know how it's gonna run if you put a damn ghost in there? There is like this very like sort of sci-fi horror concept of like you die, your spirit's not put to rest, and then somehow this crazy madman like digitizes your ghost and then copies it to a disc or like uploads it online and shoots it out to thousands if not millions of potential players. Like there is some sort of horrible dystopian nightmare of like not only not being able to fully die and go to rest, but like your agony is copied thousands of times over for others to enjoy as entertainment. That said, I hope he pulls it off. I hope he gets that ghost he's trying to catch. I want to meet a ghost live on stream via my PS5. Hello? Which I understand at this point in time, as far as anybody knows, OD is only on Xbox, but they announced fucking Halo's coming to PS5 today, so I think all bets are off. Halo remake coming to PS5 next year. Nutso. I don't know if this counts. Nobody is in here.
911, what's your emergency? I see, sweetie, but I'm sure they love you.
I think this counts.
Being a parent can be really hard. Is there anything I can help you with? Are they there now?
Oh! It counts. It counts a lot. It counts super hard. It counts so much. You guys got one. You did it again. You put a ghost in there. That actually spooked me. Especially because there's so little space to navigate in there. Right? So if something does go south, it's like, how am I going to get out of here and not get destroyed on the way out? They've actually been pretty charitable, these ghosts, in that regard. Are the ghosts mad because you trivialized their real-world tragedy and turned it into an amusement park ride? I mean, that's not too far off what Kojima's doing if he captures a ghost. I do hope, yeah, we learn ghosts are real, and it's because Kojima made one that you could put in a video game. Better than AI, you know? Or maybe it won't be. Maybe people will be like, there are real flesh and blood living people out there on the workforce who are trying to make a living, trying to get by, and now we're outsourcing acting jobs to ghosts? We need to regulate ghost art immediately. I feel like I got kind of pushed down the step there, no? I don't see anything. I'm prepared to send this one to Knott's Berry Farm, where they executed a Labubu. No Labubu executions last night at Cedar Point. I'm sorry to say that. What was that? I thought I saw something move out there. The problem with Kojima being able to capture a ghost is that he's much more likely to be able to manufacture a ghost with the idea of capture in mind. He isn't going to grab a ghost that's just out there. He'd be making it for sure. Well, that's compelling in its own right, I guess, too. I mean, no, I mean, just based on my own, like, belief system, I don't think he'll be able to capture a ghost, right? I don't think that will be within the realm of possibility. But I hope whatever he does, I hope he gets a result. He is, to my knowledge, I'd mentioned this, to my knowledge, he is already claiming that he has audio of a ghost that haunted their old studio, and he is putting that audio into OD. And was like, you know, wanted to be so diligent about it, had like visited a shrine to like bless the game so he wasn't going to like encode negativity or like, you know, cursed energy into it. So he's in. I love how in he is on this. Alright, I'm gonna send this off. We've never been this close before. We may never get this close again. Believe he may be able to digitize some aspect of humanity in a way that can be contained, and that caged shard of essence may become a ghost. Now you're talking about something even more compelling. I think you should email him. I think he'd be like, I think he'd hear you out and be like, go on, and what would, he's like, and what would be the first thing I should do to try to make that happen? I think creating a ghost would be just... I'm saying don't go on. That's what I mean. It feels very potentially apocalyptic. It feels like the inciting incident for some sort of horrible apocalyptic event. What happens when, like, a bunch of gamers meet the same ghost unilaterally? And some sort of, like, nexus event. Some sort of ghost impact. How long before people would be, like, taking the ghost model and making, unsanctioned materials with it? It would, of course, take no time at all. It would happen within the first 24 hours of the game being out. Rule 34 of actual ghost. You know what I'm saying, Papa? I don't see anything moving. I don't see anything different. Get up. Low boy leg move. He got too excited. He heard I was going to send it. He got a little too eager, and I saw his legs move. Okay, here we go. We get this one. We beat the whole game, I think. I don't know. I don't know how many there are. I wonder if it'll tell me at the end. Because that would be what would decide if I maybe go for another loop. Hello? We're aware scientifically of multiple sci-fi sounding apocalypses that were staggeringly close to being able to do for real, and there are actual interdisciplinary petitions begging the scientific community to stop. Digitizing a ghost isn't on the list, though. It's out there. Like, I can't really think of a version of that I've seen in fiction. I'm sure it exists. Of course, there's like the concept of the ghost in the machine, but that's kind of something that's different, right? We're not talking about a literal ghost that got like uploaded to a computer. Hey kid. Oh, I'm a ghost computer. Stop making porn of me. You know? Yeah, I think we're like really tempting fate and just going ahead and cloning dinosaurs, right? Not necessarily maybe through the same techniques as Jurassic Park, but like, this is bad. This is bad. This is bad. I need to leave. This is incorrect. Oh, I think this one's haunted. Hey, Froggy, did you see my little button? was them. They burned the cabin down on purpose to kill their parents. Why'd you do that, little froggy? I like that froggy he made the cut, he got out. Well, you know what? She was really mean and scary. She had a scary smile in the basement. She was yelling at this little child, so. Alright, I think we're not going to send this one. We can send it to Kojima, maybe. He might want to do something with it. Well, that's a pretty easy one. Big 8? Wow, yeah! Yeah, oh yeah! Good job, Greta. Straight 8 on the first day. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, I got a trophy. Balloon party. Play with the balloons. That's the only trophy I've received so far for playing with the balloons. I want to keep doing it, and then I want to get another trophy. It's like, play with the balloons a lot. Boom, 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 boom. Somebody put time and effort into making these balloons pop around when you touch them, and they wanted to show appreciation for those who made it worthwhile. Boom, boom. Toom, toom, toom. Boom, boom. Great. Alright. Which one lit up? Am I going down here? No. Great. Is that really the end? We beat the game? Good job. It's time to go home. Your cabin factory family. Am I really going home, or is this like all part of the final cabin? Am I getting flashback? No, what? It's over? Wow. Wow. Lenny Kravitz? I want to burn a cabin. I want to burn a cabin with my parents inside. Wow. So here we are, eh? Oh, ah! I got another one. Cabin inspector. Finish the workday. This is... Greta. What a first day. This is a really weird ending. This is a really weird ending. Why has this got like Christian contemporary like rock music playing? Yeah, you did it now. You've finished the cabin factory. We lift your name on high because you finished it, Greta, and you beat the game. There's Greta in a picture with the guy. Wasn't it fun watching those people dancing? Remember the time you got chased by the scary man, and the stuffed animals, they moved and followed you. Yeah, there was a little itty-bitty voice acting. Now, we've seen so far, there could be more. Let's play it one more time for our Lord and Savior, Froggy Christ. Oh, he's here! Wait, it's real, he's here! Don't you wanna praise his name? He's a little amphibious frog stuffed animal. He sits in the cuck chair, watches you sleep. Uh-oh. Fake out? Uh-oh. Never mind. It's all okay. Just keep looking at that little frog in the chair. What does it mean? 22 left. Okay, that's what I was wondering, yeah. If it would tell me how many I hadn't seen. Okay, we can go for try to get another 8, yeah? Weird ending. I was all ready for the twist of like you go home and then you're still in one of the cabins and don't realize it. But I guess they just kind of did a little gag. So what's it like? Is Greta the girl? Is that what we're supposed to? I'm being watched. Did you notice this? These guys weren't there before. Is it just my second day on the job? Oh, that's good. It has a little note there. Okay. Am I thinking too deeply into this? Is this not really meant to have a story beyond just the gameplay? That was movement. Get it out of here. Didn't even have to get inside that time. Yep, that one's moving. Okay, and then it updates. 21 left. I mean, if we can, within reason, get that down to 0, I mean, that would be cool too. As long as this game doesn't make my console explode. But yeah, I don't know. We're supposed to believe Greta's the little girl? I guess that's maybe what they're saying? Or perhaps, like, the task of inspecting the haunted cabin is using her own violent, tragic, secret childhood against her. And if it was somebody else in here, it'd be doing something differently. Right, Papa? Right, Peepa? Uh-huh, uh-huh. Staying put. Be real analytical here. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. It's all set. Six Flags, here it comes. What the hell? What is it? It's probably another subtle one like that when the kid's legs moved. I just happened to spot that one. Have greater questions about this cabin and its contents, knowing they are biographical. That's what I'm saying. Like, are they? You know, or is it a trick? Otherwise, it's what you made. You made a haunted cabin experience for amusement parks and the like, based on something that I actually did as a little girl, torching my parents to death. And I now work for this company, and I mean, I guess in its own way, who better to analyze these cabins than me? What's that? Why is that on the stairs, Papa? Papa? Little boy, I hear something moving. I'm just leaving. We have to leave. We have to go. We have to go! You are moving. They do emphasize leave immediately. I wonder if I had, like, stayed in there, if the little boy would get up and eat me. You guys like what you see up there? Because, to be honest, I think you should have probably paid closer attention to me on my first day. Like, I kind of got the hang of this now. I rewatched the 2018 Halloween movie today. I kind of fell behind on my horror movie viewings for the month. Of course, everybody watches their horror movies this month, especially. And so I like to as well. I've been mostly using it to make up for a lot of movies in the last year or so that I never got around to seeing. But we're getting pretty late in the month here, and I'm like, I need to watch some actual proper Halloween movies. I did watch Halloween 3 earlier, but I was like, I want to watch... I've been wanting to revisit the Blumhouse. Nope. Don't even know what it was, but nope. No need. Nope. But I wanted to revisit the Blumhouse Halloween movies. And so I'm trying to make time for that. And I was going to rewatch the original John Carpenter movie today before I got into the Blumhouse movies. Because, I mean, not that you need an excuse to watch Halloween in the month of October, but, you know, as I've broken down in Painstaking detail. Hand moving under the bed. Hand moving under the bed. Painstaking detail for Dilly-Tots. There are several Halloween timelines. In the Blumhouse Halloween timeline trilogy, you just have to watch the original film and then the Blumhouse movies. And you cut out all the other movies in between. So I was like, I should still watch the original one. That's upside down. I should watch the original one before I get into the Blumhouse ones. Like, it maybe feels a little sacrilege not to, but it wasn't immediately streaming freely on anything that I'm already paying for, the original movie, so I just went to the 2018 movie. I have a Blu-ray copy that I could have popped in, but I was like, I'm not going all the way downstairs getting off the shelf, so we'll just watch 2018's. It's not like I haven't seen all these movies over and... Does this count? Everything's upside down, but I mean... It's actually quite harder to tell if it's staying still or not. I guess this could still work as a theme park experience, no? Oh, the cabin's upside down! Ah! Look out! Right, Papa! Oh, but the stairs are still here. Boy. TV... Oh, but the Froggy. The Froggy remains. The Froggy knows all the secrets. I don't know what to say about this one. You're staying still. The Froggy holds all the clues. I mean, if nothing moves... Does this count as movement? Or did you do this on purpose? That's what I need to know. Can you guys, like, on a radio in, hey, did you guys do this on purpose? It's upside down. I don't know if you know that. I'm going to say send it. I think it's a trick. Send it. Yes. They're going to have so much fun with that one. In Branson, Missouri. So anyway, I watched the Blumhouse one. 2018 movie. I'll probably still make a point to watch the original one at some point, but you know what? I like that 2018 movie. I'm not apologizing for it. I think that one's actually... That's a fairly common opinion, is that one's good. It's the later two that people get all up in arms about, which... I'm not going to apologize for. I like those ones too. And in fact, we did very long, detailed podcasts about all of them back in the day. So I don't necessarily need to get into the weeds on this because there's hours upon hours of me talking about what I like about those movies and those old Really Scared episodes. But I really do like that original one. What you doing, lady? Shh. Yeah, we'll see who's being quiet when I come back down. You've moved. Boy. Frog. Girl. She's still shushing. Papa's still sitting. Mama's still a painting. Your mom's a painting. Can you believe that? It's good. I really like that one. It's always a strong revisit. I do plan to watch Halloween Kills and Halloween Ends if I can find time for it. I think this one's good. Cool. I remember walking out of the 2018 Halloween for the first time, seeing it in the theater, and I remember thinking to myself, if they just never made one of these again, that would make a great finale. Like, that would be a cool mic drop moment for the entire series. Which, of course, it made $1 bajillion, and they were never going to leave it alone. I actually am surprised that they haven't said post Halloween Ends, because Blumhouse doesn't have the rights to it anymore. I'm pretty surprised that there's not something in production already. Somebody else didn't pick it up and keep it moving. I can't believe they're being patient about that. But I like it. I think the survivalist Lori stuff it's an interesting spin, interesting characterization that's new and distinct to that one versus prior sequels. It doesn't make a ton of sense. Like, it has this weird meta quality of like, and the movie touches on it. It like pokes fun at the idea where it's like the town is like so captured and enamored with the Michael Myers thing, when it's like, in this continuity, this is just a crazy guy who killed a couple kids like 40 years ago. Because it decanonizes all the sequels. So it's not like this guy's been terrorizing our town for 40 years. It's like, no, he terrorized it for one night 40 years ago. But, you know, trauma and mental sickness doesn't have to quite follow the convenient laws of convenience. It doesn't have to make sense in that way. It just is. But I think it's a neat hook for that character. And I think the movie looks really good. I think the John Carpenter score for that movie and its 2 sequels is really, really cool. I love what he came up with to like add on to the familiar Halloween motifs. I've been looking out here. Can shit be wrong out here? I can't believe you! I can't believe it. Why, I gotta focus in? I've been trying to talk about something else while I do this. Can't do that. Part of the reason I wanted to revisit the Halloween movies, the Blumhouse ones, is because they're like all written by David Gordon Green and Danny McBride, and David Gordon Green directed them all, and they also wrote and directed a ton of episodes of Righteous Gemstones, which watched this past year, and Vice Principals. So like I've gotten familiar with the stuff that people I think more primarily know them for beyond these Halloween movies. And I wanted to see if I could like kind of hear the same writing, like Danny McBride's writing in the movie now that I'm more familiar with it. Don't do it. Don't do the thing. Don't do the thing. Don't do it. And I do think I can. Like, there's a couple lines in there where I'm like, yeah, I can hear Danny McBride saying that in Righteous Gemstones. Lines like, I'm gonna dry fuck you so hard. That's something somebody says in the first movie. Like that always struck me as a very strange line. I was like, well, what does that even mean? But then I'm like, yeah, I can hear him writing that. I can hear him yelling that at somebody. And one of the things I've always appreciated about it, and I think it's going to make even more sense to me now that I'm more familiar with their other work, is like their fascination with Haddonfield as a town and the people who live there who aren't main characters in the Halloween series. Of like, hey, these guys live in this weird town where people believe in like this boogeyman figure. And everybody's fucking weird and kind of mean. But like they love just going on these detours in the plot where it's like, hey, Michael Myers is going to show up and kill these 2 characters in like 3 minutes, but let's just give you, for the next 2 minutes, let's just sit here and listen to them have this weird like monologue with each other that's completely unrelated to the rest of the movie, just to give you an idea of their personalities, make you chuckle a bit, and then, oh, Michael's here and he's going to rip their heads off. I don't know if people who don't like those movies, if that's one of the things they don't like about them, but I kind of really enjoy it, and I have a feeling that those moments are going to make even more sense to me as someone who's now a little bit more familiar with their work and what amuses them. Though what I also know amuses them is really unflattering full frontal male nudity, now that I've seen the Righteous Gemstones. And as far as I can remember, no full frontal male nudity in those films. Sorry to tell you. Which is a shame, because what's scarier than a fully nude man's flaccid penis? Not much. Well, anyway, enough about flaccid penises. You got any anomalies in here for me? You know what? That's a great point. Outlast did teach us that. I hadn't made that connection. That's probably why I think that. Full frontal male nudity is scary. You just never really want to see it. It's never a very good reason to see that. Right, Papa? They love having a man with his hog out, chasing you. What's going on up here? This is different. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. What? I think I'm fucked. Oh, juked him. Nope, I'm dead. What the hell? 14 left. Greta died. That one's weird. You get this like little 3D map to show you the ghosts moving around the house. But when it's up there, I tried to juke him. I jumped off the stairs. That's kind of weird. I don't know how was I gonna get out from that one. That Greta's dead. This one's fine. I was a little tempted. I'm fighting off temptation to do something related to Outlast Trials this month, which would mark the first Halloween of the streaming season to not have any sort of Outlast in it. I didn't realize that till today when I popped open the TikTok and they show you like uploads from prior years on the same day, and I've been putting them as part of my story on there. But 2023 was me running around in Outlast 2, and then 2024 was Dilly and I running around in Outlast Trials, and I was like, oh, I'm not doing anything Outlast related this year. That's a little sad, but I've been tempted. I don't know if you've seen or if you have any reason to like keep up with Outlast Trials, Dilly, but they just added a PvP update, which is one of those things where I'm like, I'm a little compelled, I'm a little curious, but I just imagine it's going to make me really mad. And I already see people like on the subreddit arguing at length about it, how it's like the fan base is becoming toxic and people are bullying and they're doing exploits and it's not fun and nobody wants to play as the remote floating. Froggy, stop floating the remote. We got to get out of here. Froggy's floating the remote. Get out of here. Well, send it away. Is it like ASM? So my understanding, I haven't watched anybody play it. I just saw the trailer for it, and then I see people arguing over it. Is you get to play as an imposter character, and you invade people's trials as they're playing them. I don't know what you're capable of doing or what your objectives are. I guess it does take on kind of an asymmetrical aspect to it, unless you're invading a trial that one person's playing. But I think you have a knife and you're supposed to like sneak up and try to kill people. But you would be in a theoretical disadvantage though, right? Because if they outnumber you, that might be bad. What's this all about? Not moving. You look really happy. Happy, happy, happy. Very, very happy. Very, very happy. Having so much fun. But yeah, you invade people's trials, and I guess you'd want to sabotage and like kill them. Sounds kind of interesting. There's like a bit of an appeal to that, right? But that game, I've said before, this is the thing that's stopping me from. Did they change? No. Y'all didn't change. We're setting this one. It's good. 12 left. I just see either side of the equation getting good. What always happens with like asymmetrical stuff is there has to be so many updates and fine tuning because one side always feels underpowered versus the other side. And even though you would think like the killer would have sort of this inherent advantage, the survivor team always finds all these exploits and they start like bullying the killer and they get mad and then nobody wants to play as the killer and then you can't find any games. I'm really just speaking from experience with the Texas Chainsaw game. And so they have to continuously put out balancing updates over and over and over again. And people complain and they get in fights. And that's part of why I just don't really have interest in asymmetrical horror. Which I don't know that this necessarily plays by the same rules as a typical asymmetrical horror game. And it's an additional mode to Outlast Trial. It sounds interesting in theory, but I just think back to what like our last couple of runs in that game were like, and it was just like they were frustrating, they were confusing, not in a good way. Like, we're just spinning our wheels, getting frustrated, and I'm like, you know what? That's probably what would happen again. To me, that game, I don't think it's a bad game or anything like that, but like, unless that is a game you are going to regularly play, where you get like used to the maps and the different trials and what they require. Because when you replay a trial, it makes a world of difference, right? But like, we were trying to play trials. I mean, for me personally, I was like, I want to play new trials. I don't want to like stream the same trials over and over again. And the first run on a trial is so rough. You just get lost. The objectives aren't clear. Depending on the enemies you have in the map, it can be real. You can just like getting griefed the whole time. So I keep getting a little curious. Maybe I should just play. I mean, I have the game, obviously. Maybe I should just install the game and play it by myself. The lady's gone. Lady was there, right? Was Lady there before? Yeah, go get all the ladies right there. What are you doing out there? You can't come out here. Stay in the cabin. You'd play it with me, just wouldn't stream it. Yeah. Maybe I would. That's the position I'd take too. Or at the very least, like, I'd play it a bit and then be willing to stream it after, because there's also, they added, I think, a bunch of new levels. They added a new like prime asset. It's like conjoined twin duo. All right, you don't usually do this, but if you just continue doing that the whole time, I don't think it's a problem. Keep it up. I have this weird fondness now of the Outlast series, in spite of everything we've been through. I'll be, in a weird way, it's like a very Stockholm Syndrome thing going on, but in a weird way, I'll be so thrilled when and if they announce Outlast 3. Okay, he's not moving. You're not moving, right? You're not moving. Remote's not floating. You're sitting still. Nobody's under there. What do you think, lady? I think this one's good. Give it to the county fair. Great. 10 left. I wonder if it's prioritizing ones we haven't seen before. That'd be neat. That'd be appreciated. Yeah, we might have a little spooky multiplayer fun on the 30th next week, if I can pull it together. It's for a game I also don't own yet, so the question is also, am I willing to buy this game right now at full price, because it's not on sale? I'm not sure. I'm at odds with myself on whether I want to just do the Dream special on the 30th, or if I want to do it on Monday and then do something else on the 30th. I don't know. I can't decide. I can't decide, little child. I can't decide, Froggy. We'll see. We'll see if we can. You know, it's been a really fun month of like multiplayer collab stuff. Obviously, we've had our friends from the wrestling streams. Goodbye. Goodbye. I don't know where you are. I don't know where you are. You may not be moving in theory, but you're laughing. You're using your diaphragm to laugh. You guys enjoying this? And that's movement, and it was. Get it out of here. You stay right there, Papa. We got to do Fort Nightmares the other night. Got to play all of Little Nightmares 3 with Kayla, which was just so special. What a nice time that was. Not often that I get to do like a full co-op playthrough of something. So that was great. Just shit! You got me! You got me! Don't send this one. He got me. I didn't think he was gonna move. And he very much moved. I'll tell you, by the way, that Fort Nightmare stream, there was at least 2 more games in my big folder of favorited Fortnite horror experiences that I wanted to play that night. It just wasn't becoming practical. For that one I wanted to kind of get out of my own way, as I've explained before, and it's kind of the same thing with the Outlast Trials thing. It's like, ahead of time, my idea seems amusing to me. Like, okay, little girl. Okay. How you doing that? Are you a spider girl? Spider girl? How you doing that? Velcro? I don't know if that counts. Unless you moved into that position. I don't think it counts. I think you're allowed to be there. Because you're not a ghost girl. You are a prop in a amusement park haunted cabin, and you've been nailed to the wall there. We could send it. But, like, I had more games I wanted to play, but this year I really wanted to maybe put more emphasis on just playing the Fortnitemares update in Zero Bill, because a lot of those games, I know they're always going to be bad, but I'm counting on them being bad in a way that'll be, like, funny and entertaining. And then oftentimes I look back and I'm like, I don't know if that was the case. I think maybe they were just frustrating and boring. So I didn't want to, like, subject my friends to that if it's not actually enjoyable. Though I'll say the ones we played this time, I don't think were too bad. The Lego one was amusing, and the Granny one was, like, some pretty classic Fortnite horror jank, but, like, it was playable, and we completed it, you know, which is more than I can say for other games we've played in the past. And the Teletubbies one, like, similarly, it worked, you know, like, it was silly. But, like, it worked. People were playing it. The concept made sense. But I did have 2 more. One was going to have us working in a spooky burger restaurant, because I thought the idea of the 4 of us playing a burger restaurant game sounded funny. And then one was an actual, like, proper Michael Myers Halloween game, which I don't know if it was going to be any good. A lot of people were playing it, naturally, this month. But I thought it could be interesting. But I think we had a good batch. I just figured, you know, the Fortnitemares updates are typically pretty good, so why don't we just play the game that we know we enjoy? And not subject you to, like, 45 minutes of walking around some Unreal Asset house. I think this one is good. I'm probably wrong. God damn it! I was wrong. I should just start, like, hedging my bets and hitting bad even when I think it's good. Oh. We're about to beat it a second time. Do you think something happens differently if you beat it a second time? The true ending? The true Golden Greta ending? You're moving. It's finally happened. It's happening. It's happening. 6 left. I mean, if this gets to 0, and I guess that'll be ending enough. Or maybe something happens if you get it to 0. Get it to 0 and then clear 8. Get the super duper. Oh, that's me. That's Greta. That's Greta. Greta's not supposed to be in there. I'm Greta. Don't care if Greta moves. Greta's not supposed to be in there. Okay. Chair. Bed bear. Bed. Lady. I do think at least it seems like maybe they don't, you know, they won't give you the same one twice within the same sequence, potentially. Actually, I don't know. Have we seen any repeats? I think it is prioritizing, like, normal ones and then anomalies we haven't seen yet, because I don't really think we've had any repeats. It's just been normal cabin or some new weird shit I haven't seen yet, which I appreciate. I appreciate that. That is a design choice that values my time. And for just a few dollars. Okay, I'm gonna say this one's good. Off you go. Wrong? I really am gonna start just spamming bad button. Ugh. What is it? Sometimes they are pretty subtle, like when the hand was coming out from under the bed. That would be very easy to miss if you were coming in here quickly. Uh-huh. Papa, 2 breads. 2 breads. You staying still? Staying still? You staying still? Okay. Okay. I wonder if it counts that one I died on, like if the overall total reduced even if I died on it, or if it thinks like I have to clear it still. I'm gonna say this one's good. What the... Okay. See, now if I actually do it, if I... Okay, the question is whether y'all are gonna move, right? Hold on. Go up the stairs, and... Are they watching? They're not watching this time. Ooh. Tricky. But is somebody moving in a different way? Interesting, so you can have one with a bunch of stuffed animals. But okay, Mr. Monkey in his chair. This one's good. Off you go to the Mall of America. Next up. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You doing all right, buddy? Buddy? Haven't really had a lot from him. No, 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 no. How am I gonna get out of this? They're coming up the stairs. How am I gonna get out? I don't... Okay, so it did give me that one again. I don't see how I could possibly escape that one, though. I'm like boxed in. You guys enjoying that? You killed another fucking Greta. Because like you come in, once you see it, they're there, right? So one's coming in here, and one's already moving up the stairs. I can get past the one on the stairs. I do a big swanton bomb off the stairs to get over it, but once I get here, how on earth am I gonna not run into the ghost unless I need to be more patient? And like, all right, there it is. I knew you were gonna be watching me eventually, Papa. Give it a break. 3 left. How are you? Stationary? Very good. Oh, I've had so many. We're so close to finishing it again. What are these subtle ones? And then once it hits 0, I guess it would allow itself to give me ones I've seen before. Okay, you're there. You're there. Staying still. Okay, you know what? I keep saying I'm going to do this and I never do it. I'm going to do it. It's bad. It was bad! We cleared it. We don't even know what it was. I wonder if just like in terms of probability, because it's now just giving me ones I haven't seen before. Well, no, some did pass. Like, is it more likely that it'll be bad even if I don't think it looks bad? Does that make sense? Probably not. If I see that fucking... Okay. If I see that little... Ooh, that was weird. What was that? Was that something? Like vision blurred. I think I was just jiggling up the steps. If I see that little table, I might just turn and run immediately. Don't even look at it, right? You shouldn't have to watch. Like, if the little weird mini-map table exists in the cabin, then somebody do be moving in the cabin. That's what it shows you. Alright, I'm not going to push my luck. I'm going to say this one's good. I don't see anything bad with it. Brother. Is it just not going to give me good ones? Because it wants to show me anomalies and I'm just not seeing them? Brother. Where? What is it? What secrets are you hiding? Dumb fuck. He got 2 breads. He's staying still. He's got 2. That's it. It's right there. I see it. I see the dumb mini-map table. Nope. I'm no selling it. Aw, you bitch bastard. Oh man. How? Okay, I'm up here. Maybe I gotta wait for the blue one to come up the stairs? Oh, that one's... Oh, wait. Oh. Okay, the one that came up the stairs maybe is blind? See, it's real crowded down there. Should I go now? No. You suck. You suck. 2 left! Look, homie. This is about as late as I was planning to go, so we're either going to get them all or we're not. 2 left. I don't know how to escape that one. You're there. Frog, child. Where's the little girl, though? Huh? I'm gonna say bad. It's not like I've got any points on this one. I'm gonna say it's bad. Why was it bad? Why was it bad? Damn it. It still upsets me, because I don't know why it was bad. So is this one going to be the one I can't seem to beat? Because it's going to keep offering it up to me? Until we get them all? Yup, here it is. Okay, this is me. There's a ghost right there. Can't get me, so they don't come up here. They don't come all the way up here. That's going down. Child. When is there going to be an opening? I just got to be more patient. See, this is not it yet. It's coming back up the stairs. This is kind of bizarre. It's coming back up the stairs. Now it's going to go down the stairs. Wait, go now. Go now. Go now! I'm stuck on a wall! I just want to be able to escape that one. Alright, so it's either going to be that one or it's going to be a good cabin, right? Is my logic sound? Excuse me. Excuse me, Papa. Okay, this one's good. Send it. I don't know if this logic is sound, but we're gonna send it. Yep. And keep doing this until we get the one I can't beat, and then once you clear that, I guess all bets are off. They can start sending me all the things I've seen before. Oh, here it go! What's the opening? She go down. Or I guess it's the kid with the blanket on his head. I don't know what. So he go down. Definitely don't go now. Unless you went down and just took it easy. But then the little one's going to turn around, right? See, there it goes. Like, what's the timing on this? Because once I leave, I don't know where they are. You come back up. See, I was thinking right there, but then we have to wait for... Oh, the other one left. Are they all gonna leave? It didn't leave. It didn't leave! Fuck! Fuck my life. Okay, maybe not. Like, hold on. Wait for... Now. No. Yes. Let me out. Yes! Ta-da! Yeah! Employee of the Month trophy. Complete all the cabins. Pew. Oh, yeah. That's why you were watching. It's party time. Yeah, you did. You cleared all the cabins. I'm the Employee of the Month. There are no more haunted cabins in this facility. Everybody's so proud of me. Oh. What does that mean? What is happening to me? Why are you touching my face? Did I win a vacation? Oh, okay. The Cabin Factory, too. I got backroomed. God damn it. I got SCP'd. Got SCP'd on. Okay. We actually did random mode. Erase save data. So I guess random mode is logically just, you can get any single one of them. Okay, well, hey, we actually did get the, real surprise completionist 100% ending. We're not really in the habit of doing that around here, so that was worth it. That's worth the trouble. It's worth $2.99. That's a fun little one-sitting game. And, you could, I guess, play it in perpetuity if you were so inclined. A little silly. Lighthearted. Not really all that scary. But, it's fun. In kind of a puzzle sort of way. I don't mind these anomaly things. The ones I've played so far, I think I'm doing okay at. These kind of first-person ones. Looking at settings on surveillance cameras and going, there's a fork on the table. There was no fork there before. I don't think I have what it takes to play those kinds of anomaly games. My attention to detail is already not excellent, and I think it would be even less so when I'm partially concentrating on commentating over the game and all this. So I don't know about those, but these, I do like the premise of these games. I know there were. I don't know. I don't know if it's right to say the developer or these games started the trend. I think those observations duty games kind of started the trend, which are the surveillance cam ones. But there's also, it's like Station 8, I think, where it's like you're in a looping subway station. Or no, I think it is a subway station. You're walking down the same hallway over and over again in a loop, and you're trying to notice what changes. And if something changes, you go backwards, and then you're out of the loop. If you go forward and you're wrong, then it restarts the game over. Kind of similar to this. That actually got put on consoles as well earlier this year, and also has a ton of shitty rip-off games as well. And then there's another one where you're actually on the train and you're going from train car to train car, and trying to find what's unusual there. I might play those at some point. I don't know. I wonder how much those are. It's a good $3 buy. Can't argue with $2.99 for a little experience like that. Makes for a good one-off. That's what I was in the mood for, and that's it, you know? Last year for Halloween, I did a bunch of like bonus videos and uploaded a bunch of YouTube one-off stuff, and I just haven't had time to do that, so I wanted to sneak in another little one-off stream if I could, and here it is. We got it. So that's it for me tonight. Dill, you better get some rest. All right, go rest up. Feel better. I hope you do. I hope you got medicine. I hope you can sleep it off. I feel better in the morning. I don't know if going live is in the cards tomorrow for you, but if it is, I'll look forward to tuning in. Try to be online tomorrow. Got some NyQuil? Hell yeah, that's great stuff. All right, well, if you're feeling up to it and you go live tomorrow, I'll be watching for you. Hopefully get some more spooky fishing before the month's over. And as for me, just reiterating, Sunday I will not be live. Halloween Riot is not on Sunday anymore. It is on Tuesday, the 28th. Same card. We'll be looking at the same start time, 9:15 ideally. I think this is going to be a long one, by the way. I simulated this. It's going to be a long one. So we want to start as on time as we can. But it should be a great one. That being said, it should be fantastic. I'm really looking forward to it. Might be a stream on Monday. If there is, it'll probably be the Dreams special, which is another Halloween tradition we have around these parts. If I don't go live on Monday, I'll probably do that on Thursday. But I'm also looking at potentially doing something else on Thursday. Anyway, I know I'm rambling, but just keep an eye on the socials, and I'll keep you updated. Thanks for watching, Dilly Tods. Anybody else? Anybody else who tuned in? I don't know. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the game. It was a fun little one-off. All right. Have a nice Friday and a great weekend. And feel better. If you're not feeling well, feel better. I love you so much. Good night.